Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy. We are continuing to discuss and provide opinions on various documents that were released to the public for the first time on July 23rd, 2025, dealing with the investigation into the crimes at 1122 King Road. And one such report was written by Detective Brett Payne, and it dealt with the investigation into a tip, or a number of tips apparently, that were received relative to a white Elantra that was found abandoned in Eugene, Oregon, and that was thought that potentially could have been associated with the crimes at 1122 King Road. This report by Detective Payne is dated August 13th, 2024, and in the narrative there is a subject line of Eugene, Oregon, white Elantra follow-up. And it states here that on Tuesday, August 6th, 2024, I received another discovery request from the defense counsel in this case, asking for documentation about a tip received and later acknowledged in a Moscow Police Department press release about a white Hyundai Elantra that was found in Eugene, Oregon. The rest of this paragraph goes on to state that there were a number of tips about this vehicle, and that it was found that no report was written at the time which documented what information was obtained by the investigation team. However, the vehicle was deemed to be irrelevant to the investigation. It appears, in my opinion only, that there were a series of tips that came in about this vehicle. And this was prior to Mr. Kohberger's arrest. There was some talk that it might have been potentially the notorious suspect vehicle 1 that the Moscow Police Department had discussed at the time of their investigation prior to Mr. Kohberger's arrest. Next paragraph, in order to obtain the information likely used to make this determination, I contacted Eugene Police Department on August 8th, 2024, and requested any information they had about the white Elantra. I later received a secure email from the police department containing 4 attachments. The first was a press release reference the vehicle. The other 3 were incident reports about the vehicle. The following information was obtained from the incident reports. The white Elantra, bearing Colorado license plate blank, was involved in a crash on December 17, 2022 in Eugene, Oregon. Law enforcement and fire responded and contacted the driver. The vehicle was reported 2 other times, hence the other 2 reports. One driver's license was run during the report and was listed as, and the information's redacted, the vehicle was crashed and had extensive front-end damage. And going on to page 2, the RO of the vehicle was determined to be, and the name of the registered owner is redacted here. It is unclear who contacted, name redacted, at the time of the report, but the determination was made that the vehicle was of no interest to investigators. The information provided by EPD is attached to this case, and then this is signed and certified as being correct under penalty of perjury by Corporal Payne on August 13th, and then reviewed by Captain Dustin Blacker on August 20th. Both dates appear to be 2024. If you have any comments, any questions, any feedback regarding this matter, please leave them here. All of your opinions do matter to me, and I read all of them, and I appreciate your taking the time to do so. Until next time, this is Kathy. Thank you for joining us today.